Hi guys, I'm gonna show you some moves for your lower back. First one's gonna be dead bug. I hope you can see me.
So I'm keeping my low back flat on the ground. I'm gonna crunch forward a tad so that my shoulders are off the ground. I'm gonna reach my arms straight up and my legs are gonna be bent at this 90-degree angle. Lower, opposite arm, opposite leg, trying to keep the arm and leg that are still up where they were. Exhale, bring it all back up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, bring it up.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is a hip hinge because it's one of the most fundamental movements that you can learn and that you do every single day. So let's get into it. First thing we're gonna do is check in at all our kinetic checkpoints, meaning our neck, our shoulders, our hips, our knees, our toes or our ankles, our wrists and our elbows. Right now I'm just in a tall neutral stance. This would be anatomical position if you want to get fancy. So I'm standing up nice and tall and I want to think about elongating through my spine. So imagine you're like a puppet on a string. So like you're being pulled up so that you're nice and tall. Think about zipping up your jeans to engage the core. Alright, so this is going to be our neutral position. I want you to think about pushing your hips back. So there should be an angle between the hamstrings and the back. So a lot of the time we're picking up stuff and we're just bending straight down at the waist. It's a lot of force just coming right back here onto our lower back, especially if we're lifting up something, right? So if you can train your hamstrings and your glutes to work with you in this kind of movement pattern, then you'll be much less susceptible to getting injured or having like knee problems or back pain or the whole host of whatever could happen. So we're gonna push the hips back. You can even use your hands as a counterbalance. And you should feel your hamstrings lengthen. You should feel a little bit of warmth here. Then we're just gonna bring it back forward and squeeze those hips. You don't want to like come all the way forward because now we're compressing the lower spine, the lower back, and that's not what we want. We just want enough tension in our glutes to take the force. If you feel like you're wobbly and your toes are coming up, spread your toes as much as you can and kind of flare your feet out. And then push into the ground and imagine you're pushing the floor away without really pushing your legs apart. And so now your inner thighs and outer thighs should feel a little more engaged and like the lower butt beat, I guess. So now that you're in this tall neutral stance again, but with a little bit more tension and activation, I want you to push the hips back again. Toes are spread, pushing into the ground. And then just hold it. You can play with where your arms are. Suck the belly button in. Try your arms here. And then try to lift them up a little bit and try to lift up your chest. Slightly though, we don't want like a bend. Still neutral. The spine is not straight. It's actually like an S. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I don't even know how this works. Oh. Anyways, if you found this helpful at all, feel free to subscribe or follow me on Instagram at Natural Mesomorph. My name's Sarah. There's how you do a proper hinge. Think about that line of action. Pushing. Whoop, rather than